The Fable of the Tortoise and the Hare. There was once a boastful hare who was so impressed with his speed that he believed no one could run as fast or as well as he could.
I'm the fastest of all the animals. The hunter's hounds cannot catch me. The fox cannot catch me. I am sure that no one can catch me. I could race anyone here and beat them easily.
How about racing with me?
Well, this is a joke. I could run circles around the likes of you.
If you think you're so good, why don't you prove it? When do you want to race?
Why not today? Just as soon as the other animals can set up a course for us. Then you'll see what speed is. I will even give you a head start.
The other animals eagerly gathered to watch the strange race. They could not imagine the poky tortoise racing the speedy hare.
Where will the race begin?
Well, why not begin here?
Yes, they can race to that big smoke tree at the edge of the desert road.
As soon as the course was set, most of the animals hurried to the finish line so that they could judge the winner of the race. A few of the animals stayed at the starting line. They giggled as the poor tortoise trudged slowly on his way. And the hare sat down and laughed out loud at the sight. The hare watched until the tortoise had crawled almost one giant hare leap. Then the hare took one bound and landed right in front of the slow-moving tortoise. He leaped and leaped again. Soon he was out of sight. Some of the animals stayed with the tortoise. Others ran and tried to catch up with the hare. The animals came upon the hare much sooner than they had expected, for he was so sure of himself that he had decided to take a rest until the tortoise was about to cross the finish line. In fact, the hare was sound asleep and dreaming how he would jump up and leap over the finish line in just one leap, just as the tortoise was about to win the race. And the tortoise? He plodded on and plodded on. For all he knew, the hare had already won the race. But he always finished whatever he started, so he plodded on. In time, the tortoise reached the sleeping hare. He continued on his way without disturbing his sleeping opponent. Soon the tortoise was ahead of the hare. It began to look as though the tortoise would win the race. All the animals began cheering so loudly that the noise woke the sleeping hare. The hare suddenly remembered the race. He jumped to his feet and leaped into the air. But it was too late. Even as the hare was right in the middle of his big jump, the tortoise plodded over the finish line. The defeated hare landed next to the tortoise, who turned to him and said,
Slow and steady wins the race.